Hello, my name is Rain, and if you are new here, then hi, welcome back. First off, I just wanted to say thank you all so much for watching the room reset video. If you're coming from that video and checking out my channel for the first time, I hope you stay and I hope you enjoy everything that has yet to come out, including this video, because I've had so many ideas that I've wanted to do for YouTube, and I'm so happy I am finally able to follow my dreams in that way now. So thank you all again so much. I appreciate it. As you can tell from the title of today's video, I am going through my record collection. Oh, also, just wanted to say, yes, new hair. Who is this? I know. When am I not changing up my hair? We're just gonna have to get used to it at this point because I can never leave my hair alone, okay? Anyways, going back to what I was saying, I have not filmed a record collection video in years. And the reason for that is because I used to own a Audio-Technica record player, which was my pride and joy, and someone broke it. So because of that, I have not been able to buy any new records because what was the point? Literally, why buy a record if you can't even listen to it? So I wasn't collecting records for quite a while until just the most recent Christmas. My parents gifted me a lovely record player, and I'm very grateful now that I can listen to my favorite albums on record now. So thank you, universe, for looking out for me. I also want to say I am not a professional in any way. I just like collecting music, and I don't know. Do I really need to explain it? I like collecting music, and I like collecting physical media. I'm sorry if I do not say the terminology right. I'm just a girl, and I'm just here to have fun and have a good time. So that being said, actually, one last thing. One, I'm very sorry for the lighting. I have tried to film this video multiple times today because of this lighting issue, and I've had to scrap each one because I've just been so annoyed with the lighting. Honestly, at this point, we're just gonna accept it. We're just nothing we can do about it. This is also time for me to show everyone that my records are not organized in alphabetical order, but rather by color, because I just wanted to mix it up a little bit, and I really like how this looks. I am going to record continuously of me showing off the records that I have, and if you don't see the record player spinning with the record on it, you can assume that that individual vinyl is black, okay? Because the other reason why this video took so freaking long to record is because I kept forgetting to show the record inside of it. It was so, it's silly. So anyways, before I trip up on my words again, let's get into the video. We're gonna start out with my older records just because I want to give them more care since they're kind of falling apart in their packaging. For starters, we have Pat Benatar, Crimes of Passion. Very good, very amazing. I also have Culture Club, Burning Down the House, right? I think that's what it's called. Waking Up with the House on Fire, but there's that. And I also have I'm Afraid of Me, which is just a single, but it's remixed multiple times. And I just really like the album cover for this. Side note, I have to say I'm a big fan of Culture Club because it was my first introduction to androgyny and drag, which I'm a very big fan of. So there's that as well. I also have Tiny Tim. God bless Tiny Tim. Now, I did get this as a joke because we all know that one song, but I actually like this. Top to bottom, pretty good album. So I'm excited to own this. I also have NXS, Listen Like Thieves, and my dad gave this to me when I was very young, so I still have it, and it's still in pretty good condition, which I'm pretty happy about. My first crush ever, I have Billy Idol, Rebel Yell. I adore this album. I know every song on this, front to back. It is one of my favorites of all time. I can't believe I found this at a thrift store. I got Beat by King Crimson, and I don't even listen to King Crimson that much, but this particular album is so good. It's one of my favorites. I also have Talking Heads. I think this is called Little Creatures. I actually don't know this album very well, but I got it because of the cover art for it. I think that's really cool. I also love how they're dressed up on the back. Why are they kind of giving Weezer? But yeah, no, I'm very excited to also have this as a piece of physical media, and I should probably listen to it more. I also have Bambi, the soundtrack of Walt Disney's Bambi, and I just like listening to this when I'm just in a mellow spring mood. It's very nice. I got it for like, what, 95 cents at a thrift store. I also have art Garfunkel, Fate for Breakfast. So this, the reason why I have this is because if you've ever watched the movie Watership Down, well, it's a book, and they turned it into the movie. But if you've ever watched that, they play the song Bright Eyes by Art Garfunkel, which is from this record. So I got this just because of that, and I actually really like it a lot. I also have Changes by David Bowie, Frank Sinatra, That's Life. I got this as a joke, but this is an amazing album, so happy I have that as well. I forgot to show this with my other David Bowie, but I have David Bowie, Let's Dance. Very good, very cool. Another gift from my dad, I have Spandau Ballet, Diamond. I've never heard of this record before, and my dad introduced me to it, and it is so freaking amazing. If you've listened to Harry's House all the way through, I think that Harry's House is quite inspired, not just by the 70s to 80s disco, but I think he takes a lot of inspiration from this band. That's just my personal theory, but... So if you like Harry's House, I definitely recommend listening to Diamond by Spandau Ballet. I also have the single of Grinding by Clips that is also remixed, and it's pretty freaking cool. I also have KMFDM Virus, and somebody chipped the end of this, I think. I'm not sure if it's supposed to look like that on purpose, but I am a pretty big KMFDM fan, so when I saw this in the thrift store for $6, that was a snatch. I also have Millie Jackson. What is this called? Caught Up. I actually have not listened to this yet. I bought this because I really like the album art for it, but I don't know it that well. I've listened to one song on Spotify, but I actually have not listened to this record. So there's that. Another gift from my dad, I have Joe Jackson, Look Sharp. What a tongue twister. But this is an amazing album, front to back. I highly recommend this as well. Let me put you on. Now that I've gone through my older collection, I want to start showing off some of my special records. Starting off with my 45s, I think that's what they're called. I have When I'm Feeling Needy, right? Yeah, by the Front Bottoms, that has Tighten Up and Joni on it. I also have Chastity's Peroxide and Die From My Mind. I actually only know the song Peroxide. I didn't know Die From My Mind. As you can see, I have not opened this yet. I got this from a record sale event, and I was familiar with the band and this one song, so I got this, but I have not really listened to it yet. I also have Humans, and it did not come in a specific vinyl packaging. It just came like this. My mom got this for me. It was a present for me for Christmas, I think, when I was in my freshman or sophomore year of high school. So I am very happy to have this. I listen to it quite frequently, I have to say, and it's still one of my favorite projects by the Gorillaz. So as you can see, this is what it looks like. And to finish off these special editions, I am very excited to show off that I got the Nicole Dollanganger Heart-Shaped Bed, Heart-Shaped Edition of Have You Seen Me and Beautiful and Bad, and it comes on this glittery record. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Quick tangent, if you are a Nicole Dollanganger fan and you're clicking on this, because this is definitely going to be included in the thumbnail, I know that you have been waiting just as long as I have for these two songs to come out on streaming. And I love Heart-Shaped Bed. This is no disrespect to Heart-Shaped Bed at all, but the original version of Beautiful and Bad, oh, I love it so much. So the fact that it's the original version of that and Have You Seen Me? Yes! The only time I got to listen to those songs live were when she first released them, and I got to hear it live before it was out on streaming, and I was losing my freaking mind. It was so good. Wait, I might have that wrong, now that I'm thinking about it. I can't remember what came first. It might have been like a few days before that, actually. Anyways, I can't believe I have that now, so I'm geeking. I also have Natural Born Losers on vinyl now. We have been waiting for years. The children are fed. I am so excited about this. Oh, Nicole, you outdid yourself with this. And Vertigo Vinyl, special shout out to Vertigo Vinyl. You guys did amazing on this project. I am so happy to finally own this. I have waited so freaking long. This is the special edition blood splatter vinyl, and I am showing this one instead of putting it on the record player for this segment because I am actually so scared to mess this up, so I've been very careful with it. But you can see that the liquid moves. Very cool. It is just so sick. I cannot believe this. So yeah. I also wanted to show off, it comes with the signed poster where she signs her autograph at the bottom of it, and I am currently leaving this flat on the floor to with things on top of it to keep it flat so I can frame it very shortly. I think this is also time to say some of these records did definitely come with certain posters or other artwork for the record itself, but those are somewhere scattered across my room, either on my wall or in a scrapbook somewhere. So I'm sorry I won't be able to show off that piece of media from the album itself, but I have everything else. Starting off this segment, I have Angel Olsen, My Woman. This is probably my most played record ever, just because I love it so much, top to bottom. And it's just so good to put on for background noise if you want to get stuff done. Yes, this is my girl. So special shout out to My Woman by Angel Olsen. I also have Currents by Tame Impala. Now, this is kind of funny. I asked for this for my birthday, I think, when I was 14 years old, and I got it for my birthday when I was 16 because there was a specific family member who remembered that, and I'm just so happy to have it now. Even if I don't listen to it all that much anymore, it's still very special to me. So shout out to Currents, Tame Impala. I also have Going Gray by the Front Bottoms. I bought this and it came with the 45, so this was really cool to get with that little surprise in the mail. I actually don't listen to this record as much anymore, but it's still a very special place in my heart because there's a lot of songs off of this album that I still enjoy. I'm also so happy to own Phases on record by Chase Atlantic. This is a very special album to me. It also solidified my early years of community college, so thank you, Chase Atlantic, for that. I also have Brockhampton Roadrunner. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to get through this collection, so I'm gonna try not to rant about Brockhampton so much, but they are still one of my favorite boy bands ever, and I am so sad that they broke up. I miss them, but I love Roadrunner. Amazing album. Love the inside of this. Look at the boys, they all look so precious. Oh, I miss them. I miss them. I also have Iridescence. I was so hyped when they released this. Oh, what a time. What a time to be alive. I also have Joji in Tongues. I think I said this in the last video, but the reason why I got this record was because there was a rumor going around that Joji was going to die of throat cancer. I don't know why people were saying that, but because of that, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get it. I need to get it. And as we all know, Joji is alive and well, and I'm really happy that I have this on record now. I think this is something that I like to flex. So, In Tongues by Joji. I have Waves, You're Welcome, which also is another album that really described my high school years. I love this record so much, but I just don't listen to it as much anymore. When I ordered that, it came with So Stressed, Please Let Me Know, which is pretty good. I mean, I didn't know who they were, and I wasn't a fan of the band when I found out about them, but I'm really happy to own this as well. This is a fun thing to pull out sometimes. I have Hot Fuss by The Killers. This is one of my favorite albums of all time. Something really fun about this album is that there's like a gay murder theory that like makes sense when you're listening to the album. I'm like, just look it up. I'm sure like it's easy to find, but it makes listening to this like a little extra fun. So I love this album so much. I also have Ginger by Brockhampton. Oh my goodness, so special, so special. The boys again. Oh, I love them. I'm so happy I got to see them perform in these suits too. Like, oh, what a time. It's making me very nostalgic. And Ginger is one of my favorite works of Brockhampton next to Technical Difficulties. I wish they would release all of Technical Difficulties as it is. Oh, a girl can dream. But I'm so happy for what the boys have given us. Then we have Neutral Milk Hotel in the Airplane Over the Sea. Yes, I know, male manipulator music. What can I say? What can I say? I was on Tumblr. Like, I don't know, but I do really love this album, and it is one of my favorites. This is a very cool record. This is Teki Teki Shirushi. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering that. I got this from a international record store, and it was like they were having like like a display for it. I don't know what you call that. Like they were trying to sell this record. So I was like, okay, I'll get it, because they said it was Japanese jazz, which sounded very soothing. But this record is so crazy. It's like, oh my gosh, it's just so fun to listen to front to back. So I really enjoyed putting this on as well for like background noise, just kind of like vibing in my room. Definitely recommend listening to this if you have not listened to it before. I also have Control by SZA. Oh my gosh, SZA, the brilliant mind that you are. This album literally saved me in high school. I don't know where I'd be if SZA didn't release this. Oh my gosh. It still holds up to this day as one of the best albums ever. Like, it's so good. I think every girl needs to listen to Control by SZA because it is a masterpiece. So good. I also have Lady Gaga, Dawn of Chromatica, like the remixes of Chromatica. I don't own Chromatica. I wish I did, but I got this because I am a huge fan of hyperpop. I don't think that's news if you've been watching my channel for a bit, but yeah, like when she put this out and all my favorite hyperpop musicians were on this, that was a snatch as well. So Lady Gaga, go girl. This is the newest thing that I got other than the Nicole Dollanganger record, but I have Cardi B, Invasion of Privacy. This was also a special that was going on at the record store by my house, and I was so excited to get this because it's awesome. Cardi B is, oh, she gets me through some really tough times. So special shout out to Cardi B as well. Invasion of Privacy is also a masterpiece front to bottom. So yeah. Moving on, I have Art Angels by Grimes. I've had this for such a long time, and it's still, like, I don't listen to this album as much as I did when I was in high school, but when I return to a song from this album, it's like I return to the full album. Like, I just go through phases with this one, but in good ways. You know, like, World Princess Part 2 is one of my favorite songs of all time, so that one I will never get tired of, as well as Art Angels. But like, oh, Kill V Main, everything about this is so good. Flesh Without, like I'm looking at the soundtrack again. It's so good, so good. I also have On Avery Island by Neutral Milk Hotel. I completely forgot about that I had this, actually. I just got excited because I haven't been able to listen to my records, like I said, so I kind of forgot what was in here, but oh my gosh, like this also has a very special place in my heart that perfectly goes into this next album. I have Hospice by the Antlers. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. Thank you, Hospice, for being there when I needed it most. I also have Beauty and Death by Chase Atlantic. Now, this is crazy. My friend, my internet friend lives in Canada, and he was able to buy this from the record store for 18 bucks, and they were selling it in the United States for $200. What? What? So that was crazy. I still can't believe I got this. It came with the signed poster, which I have sitting up in my room. So that was like the craziest thing ever, and it's a special edition of it. So this is another thing that I also like to flex, because I'm like, yes, I do have that actually. I also have Casey Musgrave's Starcross, and this one is so cool because it opens up. I don't know if I could do this like sitting here like this. Wait. Yeah, so it opens up like this, and there's her face, and then you access the record from inside, but it's so cool. And can you believe I got this from Five Below? Like, what? I couldn't believe it, so I'm so happy to have this as well. I also have Igor by Tyler, the Creator. I actually can't remember where I got this from, but I've had this since the record came out, so love this one. This is also a masterpiece of a album, and Tyler deserves all the credit that he's ever been given, all the recognition. Like that Igor and everything coming after Igor is just beautiful. Beautiful. So proud of Tyler, the Creator. I also have Panorama by La Dispute. Now, funny story, I don't know what it is with me and my brain and this specific album. I have bought this on vinyl 3 different times. What is wrong with me? I don't know what it is, and it's always from the same record store. I think I just get really excited when I see this, and I forget that I actually own it. It's almost like too good to be true for me, I guess. But this is one of my favorite projects by La Dispute. I would love to have Wildlife and Rooms at the House on vinyl. I think I'm saying those albums correctly. I'm so sorry if I'm not, but yeah, I have this. I've sold the other 2 because I don't need 3 of these, but yeah, there's that. I can't believe I almost forgot about this. I also have the other version of Natural Born Losers on record, and this comes with the B-sides, which are the demos. Oh my gosh, the demos. They're so good. They're so good. I have only been able to play the B-side of this album twice because I keep crying when I listen to the demos. They're just so good. And I can't believe I have this in my hand from Nicole Dollanganger as someone who's been a fan for over 10 years. Honestly, yeah, like this is nuts to me. So this is super special as well. The other records I have from Nicole Dollanganger are Observatory Mansions, as well as Embarrassing Love Songs. These were my first 2 records by Nicole. I got them from, what was it, Run for Cover Records, I think? Is that who was distributing them? Now I can't remember, but I got these a long time ago, and I know a lot of people are on the hunt to get them now, which is crazy because they were so easy to get a long time ago, and now I guess they just don't make them anymore. So these are really special to own as well. I also have Bright Eyes, I'm Wide Awake, It's Morning. This is one of my favorite albums of all time. This is like my coping album as well. I put this on and I have a glass of wine. I sit in the sun. That's exactly what you need to, look, the sun is coming out because it knows. But this is such a good album. So very happy to own this as well. I also have Lana Del Rey, Born to Die. If you watched my last video, you might remember this. I don't remember which package I owned first. It was either this or Vessel by 21 Pilots. It was my first record ever. So I've had this for a really long time too, and I don't play it as much anymore because I like a lot of Lana Del Rey's newer stuff, but everything going on with Lana Del Rey, and then everything going on with Lana Del Rey and Ethel Cain, I'm kind of like, maybe I'll take a break from Lana for a bit. But either way, Born to Die is still an amazing album, so I'm very glad to own this. Take a shot for every time I say that. Why is that like my repetitive phrase for the day? I also have City Morgue, As Good as Dead. I think this is like probably like the most unexpected record that I own. I was even surprised to stumble across this in the record store, but I'm so happy I have it because City Morgue was also such a big part of like the end of my senior year in high school. Like I think that's when they like were peak. It was like 2018, 2017. And it still rocks. It still bangs. It's so good. I have Pierce the Veil, Misadventures. Me and 3 other friends of mine went into the record store when they first put this out, and we all got the exact same one, the same exact special edition. So I will never get rid of this because this is how we are connected. We were girls together with this, and it's still good. It's not my favorite album by Pierce the Veil anymore, but there's banger after banger on here. So yeah. We have Teen Suicide, DC Snuff Film / Waste Yourself. This reminds me of being up at 2 a.m. on a high school night and having to get on the bus after reading fan fiction all night. I know that's not an original experience, and it doesn't, that kind of vibe doesn't really go with this record at all, but that's exactly what this record makes me feel like, so very nostalgic. I have Sonic Youth Goo. This is a pretty recent one, actually, I think. No, I've had this one for a bit. I don't listen to it all that much, though. I really like Sonic Youth, but when I'm going through my record collection and I'm trying to figure out what I want to play on the record player, I don't often reach for this one, and I wish I listened to it more, so maybe I'm gonna make a mental note of that. Next to My Woman by Angel Olsen, I also listen to Harry Styles' Self-Titled a lot. This is a very personal album to me because I don't even know how to explain this in a normal way. I had like the worst breakup of my life, and I could not stop listening to this album to help cope with it. And then the next boyfriend that I had, right before we broke up, he gave this to me. So maybe this album's a bit cursed for me, but I don't care. Harry Styles, you outdid yourself with this. I mean, whew. So all the best of luck to Harry in his endeavors in music as well. That new album just came out. It's pretty good as well. So that might be another record that I might try to get for this collection. But Harry Styles, Self-Titled, you're a treasure. I also have Death Grips, The Money Store. I kind of got this as a joke. Not like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I got it from the record store because they had it on the display, and I have been a fan of Death Grips for such a long time, but I've never really wanted to go out and buy a Death Grips record. I did get Year of the Snitch on record. I'm sure that's going to show up in a second, but then I went out and got this, and I don't know why. I don't know why, because when I want to listen to Death Grips, I want to listen to them on headphones, not on record, but I have this. I also have Flux by Poppy. I was actually just wearing my Poppy shirt this morning. Like, it's my, like, pajama shirt. So, I was listening to flux this morning as well, just thinking about it and knowing that I was going to record this video. So shout out to Flux by Poppy. I also have The Wall by Pink Floyd. I think there's like the stereotype, like anytime you have a record collection, you're going to own some type of Pink Floyd vinyl. And like, yeah. Both of my Pink Floyd records were gifted to me by my aunt, who's like the biggest Pink Floyd fan ever. She's also got me the movie, the posters. So they're also somewhere around this room, but The Wall. We got The Wall. This is The Cure, Standing on the Beach. Yeah. And there's like singles from this, but I think this is a very special edition record. Who was I talking to? I was talking to someone pretty recently about like if this was like a rare vinyl, and I think it was like kind of inconclusive, but very happy to own this because I'm a big fan of The Cure, and I have always been looking for more albums by The Cure in record stores, but they're really hard to find. And as mentioned earlier, I have Vessel by 21 Pilots, may be my first record ever, which is crazy, but yeah, it still has a very special place in my heart. I have I Love You by The Neighborhood because I was that girl on Tumblr. I can't remember what day it was when I finally decided to stop using Tumblr, but Tumblr will live on through me forever, and so will this album. Another comfort album, I have Sufjan Stevens' Carrie and Lowell. I actually don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right or Lowell's name right, but this is another really good record. Makes me cry every single time. Moving on, we have Placebo, Without You, I'm Nothing. This is such a heartache of an album. Oh my god, it's so good though. I've been a very big fan of Placebo for a long time. I also wish I had more Placebo records because that would be sick, but whew. I have Amnesty One by Crystal Castles. I bought this when it first dropped before we knew anything about Alice Glass, and it sucks because I really enjoyed this record, but now I kind of feel sick listening to it. It sucks. But yeah, Amnesty, Crystal Castles. I also have Ultraviolence by Lana Del Rey. This is my favorite Lana Del Rey album. Now, this album I will never get sick of. So good. I also have Lungs by Florence and the Machine. Now, I was a Warrior Cat kid. I can't tell you how many music videos I made to Florence and the Machine, so I had to get this when I saw it at the record store. Oh, actually, I didn't even get this from a record store. I got this from a Barnes & Noble when I was in the area. So yeah, Florence and the Machine, my queen. Another tragedy. I also bought this before knowing anything about what happened with Brand New, but I have Science Fiction by Brand New. And this sucks because this is one of my favorite, like actually my favorite project by Brand New. And I'm just so disgusted and devastated with everything that happened with Jessie Lacey. And the fact that Brand New decided to go on tour. What the fuck? So, I'm sorry. But, like, yeah. Brand New. Like I said, more Pink Floyd. I have The Dark Side of the Moon. So, of course, I actually love the material of this one. If you also have this on record, you might know what I'm talking about. But it feels, like, soft. Like a chalkboard. I don't know. It's really cool. So I really like this as well. And this was crazy. I got this from a yard sale for $1. XX by the XX. Unfortunately, because they decided to make their packaging like this, it's getting all types of messed up. And I really don't want that to happen, but it's happening and it's okay. I got it for $1. I can't complain. I think this is like the third record I ever got, which might have also been with Humans when I got this. But I got Viva La Vida by Coldplay. When I was a kid, I was really into Coldplay. This also goes along with the Warrior Cat music video theme. So, yeah, it's great to have this as well. Oh, So I have For Emma Forever Ago by Bon Iver, and something so terrible happened when my record player was set up back there. I had a rug underneath it, and my dog was trying to bury a bone or something under the rug, and it knocked the record player over, so it freaking chipped my Bon Iver record, which I'm so sad about. But it's okay. It's okay. I did try playing the record a little bit after it happened, and it's definitely scratched, so I don't know what to do, because I really liked this record and I don't want to get rid of it, so I'll probably have to get a new one soon. I also just recently got a Hozier. I think this is a self-titled, correct? I actually don't know, but when Hozier first started blowing up with Take Me to Church, I introduced that song and more of his music to my mom. So she really likes Hozier, and she got this for me as a gift, and she doesn't have a record player, so I'm sure she will be up here sometime to come listen to this. There's also Visions by Grimes. Grimes. I was going to say this earlier when I was talking about Art Angels, but it's such a shame, the state of Grimes's mind, I guess. Like, she used to be so genius in music, and I miss this era of Grimes. I miss how this album used to make me feel when I listened to it for the first time. I would do anything to go back and listen to this for the first time. I have actually, how do you say this? New Alhambra, I think, by Elvis Presley. I'll show you. Actually, don't know if you can see that, if it's going to be flipped, but yeah, this is a pretty good one too. I actually got this at the show where I saw Elvis Presley, Teen Suicide, and Nicole Dollanganger all together with Infinity Crush as the opener. And I'm trying to remember, I was stuck between this or the other one. I think it's called like Holo Pleasures. So I ended up picking this one, and I kind of regret it, because Holo Pleasures, I like that one so much more. I think that's the name of it. So fake. But yeah, I'm still very happy to have this. There's so many songs from this that I still resonate and I love so much. This was given to me as a gift, and I couldn't freaking believe it. Someone got me Code Orange underneath, which was crazy. And again, to the Nicole girlies that are here, I was so obsessed with this album because Nicole does some backing vocals on one of the tracks. So I was telling this person about it, and this person was like, I have a gift for you, and then boom, they gave me this. So that's crazy, and I really like the front cover. I don't know if you can see that though, like his head like goes on fire. I hope that's picking up. I also have the Arctic Monkeys, Whatever People Say I Am, I'm Not, or Whatever People Say I Am, That's What I'm Not. So yep, love this. I was so excited to show this to my dad when I got it, because he showed me this album a long time ago, before AM came around, and it's been like when people are talking about like gatekeeping, I'm always just kind of like laughing with it, but like I don't even know how to say this. Like when AM came around, I was like, oh yeah, I know who the Arctic Monkeys are, yes. I also have 1,000 gecs by 100 gecs. And this was crazy. COVID summed up in one word, but okay, now I know I really need to hurry up because I just got the notification that I'm almost out of storage. So I was saying thank you 100 gecs, and thank you 100 gecs again for 1,000 gecs and the Tree of Clues. This was like the remix album, which also has Nicole Dollanganger on it. To go back to that moment when that happened, I would do anything. This remix album is so good. But I also have AM by the Arctic Monkeys, even though I was just like talking like kind of cocky about it, but like it's still such a good record. Like I have a hard time going back to some of that like Tumblr music. I have to be in a specific mood, but AM I can always go back to. I also have Crystal Castles 3. This was a gift from my boyfriend. I can't believe I have this. I've been looking for this for a long time, which is crazy because it's really not that hard to find, but for some reason I just had such terrible luck trying to get this. So the fact that he got this for me, I'm like, thank you Charlie, I love you. And I also have Crystal Castles, which is so good. But again, just everything that happened with Crystal Castles, it just makes me really sad to listen to their music sometimes. This was the dah $CRIPS record I was talking about, Years the Snitch. I did go out and buy this because I remember the time when this album was coming out, like the hype for it and everything, like the visuals for it and like some of the lore behind some of the songs. Oh, what a time. And, like, I really like the back of it too. Such a good, like, I love the aesthetic of this particular album of dah $CRIPS. I also have Nirvana's Greatest Hits. So it has, like, you know, Smells Like Teen Spirit, Come As You Are, Lithium, In Bloom, Heart-Shaped Box, Penny Royalty, Dumb, All Apologies, and The Man Who Sold the World, the cover, which is so cool. So I was really happy to get this. And last, and no offense to the fans, kind of least, I have Overkill, The Wings of War. This was a gift given to me by an ex-boyfriend. He got me this record because the band is from New Jersey, where my family is from. But I actually don't really care for this band. I like their green aesthetic though, and I think they're good musicians. It's just not my favorite thing. So I feel kind of weird owning this. I'm probably going to give it to a friend or sell it sometime soon. But yeah, there's that. Kind of a sad ending. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what albums that you guys listen to and tell me about like records that you own that you're like proud to own, and like let's talk about music. I love talking about music. It is just like one of those things that like when I feel connected to somebody because of what we're listening to, life feels like sunshine and rainbows. So yeah, that is my record collection. My name is Rain. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Bye!